as he denies masterminding the attack on Senator Lee Meba's house. Governor Wike said this during the commissioning of the Okrika Founders Park in Kunuju Ama, Okrika local government area. He said the statement by the Commissioner of Police has vindicated him.
2 days ago, I was watching on television, and it's unfortunate. I saw you, Neva, I saw Sinapare, I saw Jessica on television. That a humble set sent people to Lee Meba's house to attack him, to kill him. I couldn't believe it. I thought by now we should have a limit in playing politics. But you saw the Commissioner of Police report. Commissioner of Police said, listen, your house is surrounded by all houses. You have 2 gates to your house. None of the gates was destroyed, not one.
The governor stressed the need for politicians to play decent politics.
Please advise our people not to play the kind of politics they're playing. Let's make decent politics. Anybody who knows me knows too well. Now, only if I want to fight you, I don't need to stand with you, but my own I will go to court. If you say I should go to court, I agree. But to go and concoct lies because you want to be a minister when somebody wins. If the person does not win, which the person will not win, what happens? What will happen? He will still come back home.
Governor Wike also commended the Amayanabo of Okochiri Ama King Ateke Tom for the prevailing peace in Okrika and his support to his administration.
When somebody said, look, I want my community, I want my people to be in peace, and that the local government is in peace. Invariably, you are taking away burden from government because it is the responsibility of government to provide peace in every local government and community. And he told me that he will make sure there is peace in Africa. As soon as found there has been peace. That is somebody who is not in authority but has given himself to provide peace. Government uses nothing. If government acknowledges and appreciates such a person.
The governor also used the occasion to recognize King Nelson Atubo Oputi Beya as the Amenabo of Konuju. The Independent National Electoral Commission INEC says politicians buying permanent voters cards (PVCs) to manipulate the 2023 general elections are engaging in futile efforts. INEC National Commissioner Festus Okoye said in a TV interview that the bimodal voter registration system (BVAS), which is the technology that will be used for the accreditation and authentication of voters come 2023, will reject biometric data of persons who are not original owners of traded PVCs. President Muhammadu Buhari has reiterated that the Independent National Electoral Commission INEC has no reason not to conduct free, fair and credible elections in 2023, as he has approved all that has been requested by the electoral umpire. The president made the disclosure during an interactive session in the United States. He asserted his confidence in INEC's readiness for the 2023 elections. National Human Rights Commission is to set up an investigative panel to look into alleged forceful abortion carried out on some women in the northeast by the military after they were impregnated by the Boko Haram insurgents. A foreign media organization, Reuters, had reported that the Nigerian military was since 2013 involved in a series of organized abortions carried out on some Nigerian women who they rescued from Boko Haram captivity after they discovered that they were put in the family way by the Boko Haram fighters in the northeast. The executive secretary of the commission, Tony Ojukwu, disclosed the readiness of the commission to carry out the probe when he received the chief of defense staff, General Lucky Rabo, and other top military officers. He said the exercise is in line with the mandate of the commission. Still ahead, UFCC says its officers not involved in search and stop operations in Port Harcourt. Stay tuned. We will go for a quick break. Economic Financial Crime Chef Sistina reports that his officers are in an interview announced was reacting to reports around Port Harcourt that some men put on EFCC branded jackets to collect people's phones. He urged members of the public to ignore such reports as those who do not. He urged members of the public to ignore such reports as those who do that are not genuine.
I've heard reports, especially from that Port Harcourt transit, about some people wearing the EFCC branded jacket and stopping vehicles on the road and asking for people to bring their phone. If you find such things, know that those ones are not from the EFCC because we don't do stop and search. What is really worrisome for us as a commission is the number of young people, especially undergraduates, that are involved in cyber crime. But we don't appreciate the fact that this money that they are spending are actually money that belongs to some people in other countries. So it's important for us to recognize the fact that we have a huge problem and which EFCC is dealing with.
Mr. Ujaren also said the focus of the CBN cash withdrawal limit is not on the coming elections. He urged Nigerians to support the policy as it will help the FCC movement of funds.
It's a local development that CBN has already stated the objective of the exercise, which is to bring most of the currencies that are outside of the financial system back into the. But for us in the USCC, the duty is to ensure that we are properly able to track the movement of them. And the duty of the policy that the central bank has shown us mandates us now to conduct our financial dealing through the bank, whether online or physically, and whatever transaction we make is purchased is level. All I think we should do now is to give the central bank the support.
The spokesman also said it is the responsibility of the Commission to ensure that the
that process. I are going to do that, not one that can come on radio to share with Nigerians, but I will be revealing our secrets of how we track and I don't explain that, but actually that wherever those kind of using funds are coming in, we will track them and be arrested.
The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control (NAFDAC) has notified Nigerians about counterfeit COVID-19 antigen rapid test kits in circulation. The notification is contained in a NAFDAC public alert released to newsmen on Sunday in Abuja. NAFDAC quoted Health Canada as saying that the fake test kits were sold online in 25-pack boxes by a distributor called Healthful Plus, who did not have the required license. In business, airline operators under the aegis of the Airline Operators of Nigeria say flight delays and cancellations may occur during the celebration if nothing is done to address the infrastructural deficit, especially at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja. Chairman of the association, Allen Onyema, said that even in the case of international operations, Nigerian airlines are left with just 3 counters to work from, while an expansive space is given to foreign airlines, describing it as a disservice to Nigerians. In entertainment, multi-award winning megastar Davido made history yesterday after he became the first ever Nigerian artist to perform at the World Cup main event. Davido performed the official World Cup anthem Aya Aya alongside Trinidad and Tobago artist Cardona and Qatari singer Aisha. The performance was preceded by a social media post in which Davido announced his return through a picture of him and his partner Chioma. In sports, after successfully staging the most compact World Cup in history on Sunday's World Cup final before attention turned to the gargantuan figure of 2026 looming on the horizon, for the first time, football's greatest tournament will be held across 3 host nations, the United States, Canada, and Mexico.
And now, we'll bring you news from around the world.
5 people have died after a gunman opened fire at a block of flats in California. The suspect and including a possible connection between the gunman and the victims. York police say there is no ongoing threat to the public and said those evacuated could return to their homes. On the news this afternoon, you heard Governor Wike has denied masterminding the attack on Senator Limeba's house. President Buhari says INEC has no reason not to be ready. INEC says politicians can bypass beavers through bought PVCs. EFCC says its officers are not involved in search and stop operations in Port Harcourt. On the foreign scene, 5 persons have been killed by a gunman in Canada. The news was edited by Martha Okere. Cloudy weather expected in Port Harcourt this afternoon. Collect your PVC and vote. Your vote is your voice. Once again, compliments of the season. Good afternoon and stay tuned.